Hey guys, what's up? I am Papi. If you've seen a few of my videos and you keep coming back for more, you should consider subscribing and hitting the notifications tab. So back to business. Today we are going to begin the Tempest 3. We're going to do the first set of races, Tier 1. And there's a few things I got to tell you. Periodically, it's just like Tempest 2. Periodically, you have to have a certain amount of PP. I'm going to show you my setup periodically throughout the video because it's going to change at least twice during this video. And another thing I want to tell you is that the car that you have to use is this Tier 1 Miata. Jerry gives you a Miata, and it's a nice car, but that's one of the challenges. That's how they make it hard, because you cannot buy any Mazdas. So if you didn't do the Fast and Furious event, then you're not going to have a lot of Mazda parts. But thank God I had some extra parts from the Fast and Furious event, because I had some RX-7 Mazda parts that I had. This car is fully maxed out, but in the first set of races you have to have 285 as far as PP goes. And like I said before, I'm going to be flashing my my parts and my setup. That way you don't have to do so much research. But I will say this, there's three things that you're going to need. You always want to keep your transmission, your NOS, and your tires. Those three things. You always want to keep those as fully maxed out as you possibly can and take away from the others. So just run it by yourself. Run it by your head. It's tires, NOS, transmission. Tires, NOS, transmission. So think of it as TNT, tires, NOS, transmission. And it was kind of disappointing too, man, because I had Angel Civic ready to go. That car is also fully maxed out. It's one of my daily drivers, so I know the shift pattern, which, I mean, it's pretty simple, but I was ready to go, man. I was ready to do this. And Jerry delivers this Miata on me, and I'm like, so now I have to max out this car too, but it's all good. Okay, so like I said, the first target is 285. You have to be beneath that. We're at 284. So the setup is perfect. And then after that, it goes up. Yeah, it's still 285. So we're good, man. We're good at 284. Not really much to the shift pattern. It's a simple car. But hey, man, at least you're going to get a new car out of it, right? You know, some of the cars that you get, though, I wish there was a way to change the colors on some of them. You know, with the elite parts coming away, you know, they're getting more and more popular. With that type of thing, I wish that there was a way to change every color on every car, except for, of course, the Fast and Furious, because you want them to stay original. That way they look like the cars from the movie. But all other cars, I don't get it. I wish we can change the colors. Not only that, but the drop-in on this is releasing at the, last second. Release at 1. And if you're not sure what the drop-in means, I have a video that says, I have a video called how to launch. And basically what you want to do is learn the drop in on this car, because it's going to be a whole lot easier, in my opinion. It's still 285, so we're good to go. But watch, I'm going to rev, let go at 1, and boom, drop right in. All right, boys. Looks like we're doing well. We're doing well. We only have enough for 2 more races, so what I'm probably gonna do is jam out those 2 races, because after those 2 races, it looks like we're gonna have to bump up to 300. All right, we're getting keys. $285. This is the last one. We're gonna do 285. Then we got to bump up to 300. But like I said, I'm gonna be flashing my setup for 300 as well. Got the Mini Cooper. All right, boys, we got it. We're running out of gas. Let me get more gas. Now the setup is at 300. So I'm gonna have my setup flashing periodically for the new setup. But remember the 3: TNT, transmission, NOS, tires. Looks like we're not having any problems. I like it. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. We're getting gold too. We're getting resources. And at the end of this, hopefully I drive away in that Ford, because I really don't use tier 1s that often except for daily drivers. But I don't know. It's something about that car. I want that car. And here's the thing with Ford cars in general. I like them in the game because you can buy cheap Fords and strip them and strip the cars. So any Ford out there, you can typically upgrade them fairly quickly just because you can buy Ford cars and strip them, and the cars are cheap. I think there's a Fiesta you can buy for like $29,000 or something like that. All right, we got the speed trap out the way. Just a little bit more to go, fellas. Like I said, I don't want the video to last too long, but I do want to knock some of these out. Max PP 300. We're at 298. Not quite 299, but that's the closest I can get to it. Yeah. We're just moving right along, man. I'm kind of tempted to knock it out as soon as possible. I might even do another video because we have a couple of days before the Prestige Cup begins, and I want to put some content out there. Yeah, that Fiesta ST, I believe you can buy it. You can buy a ton of those for real cheap. Strip them, and voila, you have your Fords almost maxed out. This Miata is okay, I guess. I just wish that you didn't have to use it. I wish you could have, you know, we could use some of our cars. Max PP 300, I keep repeating myself because there is a specific setup that you're going to need to get just right beneath 300. So whenever you do race with this car, the drop-in is going to be at 1 second. So you rev, let go at 1, boom, and it drops right into the green. You can use the feather technique, but I typically use drop-in with this particular car. It varies. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I have a video out there that says how to launch. It explains feather and drop-in. We only have a couple of more races, fellas. Like I said, I don't want the videos to get too long. But at the same time, I don't want to have like a 7-part Tempest 3 Tier 1 either. Because, you know, people for researching that are about to do these races, people researching this, I don't want them to have to go through 7 different parts. Max PP. You know, I was thinking too, speed traps are hard sometimes for people. I might do a video on how to set up for a speed trap. Obviously, I did not set up for that speed trap, but there will be events where the speed traps are super hard, and there's a way that you can kind of play around for your type of driving, your style of driving. So I might make a video on how to prepare for a speed trap, or how to set up your gears and your transmission and final drive and all that. So I'll explain all that in a video coming up soon. That's it. We're out of gas, fellas. I missed out on a few boss cars because I was not patient during the Tempest. You just gotta have a car that's gonna be fast enough to get that I want you guys to not miss out on these boss cars. But hey man, if there's anything about this video that you like, feel free to smash that like button, and you should consider subscribing, especially if you like the content and you keep coming back for more. I don't really have a set schedule whenever I post, so if you subscribe, be sure to hit the notifications tab. It's so much easier that way. Boom, you'll get notified whenever I post. But I just wanted to say I appreciate all the recent supporters and all the recent subscribers. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.